Hey button pushers, Nick here, and today we are going to be taking a look at Mini-Mech Mayhem for the PlayStation VR. Fun fact, this is the first VR game I have ever reviewed, and so the first VR game I've ever done a video of, so bear with me, and any feedback, chuck them in the comments. The game was developed and published by Future Lab and is only available on PS4. It came out this week, and Future Lab sent me over a review copy for the game, so thank you very much to them, and as always the full review is on the website and the link for that is in the description below. The concept of Mini-Mech Mayhem is a very simple one for the main game. You square off against anywhere from 1 to 3 different players, and you each have an adorable little mech that you need to use to either destroy your rivals or capture the victory square, which has been placed somewhere on the map. For every rival mech you destroy or victory square you are standing on at the end of the round, you earn yourself a point. You gather up 3 points in total across the different rounds, and you walk away as the winner, and you get a chance to fist bump your mech, which is, I mean, it's amazing. The really interesting dynamic to how the game works is that you are fully relying on guesswork when you're planning your actions at the start of the round. You don't know what actions your rivals are going to make, so you need to try and anticipate what they're going to do, so you can either cut them off or take them out before they get a chance to do that exact same thing to you. At the start of each round you have 3 turns that you can program into your mech. These are made up of a combination of movement and shooting options, but there's a few stipulations that you need to be aware of. You can only move in 2 out of the 3 turns at most, same applies to shooting, and you can't move or shoot in the same direction within the same round, so you need to plan carefully and use all 3 of your moves wisely. To help mix things up a little bit, you are also given 2 interceptors and some power crystals at the start of the game. The interceptors give you a power up that can be used at certain points of the match, but each of them have a power cost applied, so they can only be activated if you have enough crystals to actually trigger them. The twist here though is that anyone can play their interceptor at any time and it will always affect the active mech. So you can play it smart and try and undo something that a rival's trying to do to you. You can kick someone while they're down and add your interceptor on top of one that another player is already using on somebody else. Or, you know, these exact same things can happen to you at any time. These interceptors can be a real game changer at times, both in a good and bad way. Now, while the main focus of the game is online multiplayer and facing off against other people from around the world, there is also a single player mode where you get to customize the number of bots you go up against and also their difficulty levels. And weirdly, the easier the difficulty setting you choose to go for, the harder it can actually be to anticipate what they're going to do, because the AI acts like an idiot most of the time if you have it on easy, and trying to guess what an idiot's going to do is never an easy task. You also have a tutorial that will walk you through the 10 basic steps of the game and show you how everything works and what you need to do to try and win. Within the tutorial there are also a bunch of challenges that can be taken. Each tutorial step has 3 different challenges applied to it, so there's plenty to get stuck into if you want to break from the online game. The challenges play out slightly differently to the main game, because there may be some challenges where the rivals won't actually move or attack, and for the majority of them you get to actually see the moves they're going to make before the game starts, so the focus is more on planning ahead as opposed to trying to anticipate what's going to happen. Despite being given more information than normal though, they are deceptively hard at times, because you're only given a limited amount of turns to complete the objective that's been given to you. So if you don't make the exact right moves at the right time, then you are almost certainly going to fail, and back to the beginning. These challenges are a great way to earn some extra XP and level up, which is obviously always a nice thing, and every time you level up you unlock some additional goodies, which I will talk about in a moment. Obviously, with the core purpose of the game being online multiplayer, you don't want to go up against a group of people that look exactly like you, because there's no fun in that, really, is there? Well, there are a ton of customization options available to you, not just for the mech but also for your avatar. At the very start of the game you have a few different options for both that you can choose between, so it's a decent starting point to kind of mix things up, and you can mix and match between different elements and colours, so there's a fair amount to choose from before you've even unlocked anything new. As you play through the challenges or do online battles and you start to earn experience and level up, as I mentioned before, you'll start to unlock goodies, and these can be things from money to spend in the shop on new items, or actual new items for your avatar or your mech, and you can jump into the customization screen whenever you want and instantly apply what you've been given. There's also a bunch of emojis that you can set up to use on a little pop-up wheel, so if you don't feel like talking to the people you're playing against, then you can just throw some emojis at them for good measure. And because the main focus of the game is around the move controllers, you can also do some hand gestures to the opponents. The only ones I were able to figure out were waving a thumbs up, so also a thumbs down, and a gun hand. There may be more, but I just couldn't figure them out, but it's a nice touch. Would have been nice to be able to flip people the bird at times, but I understand why that wasn't included. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is Mini-Mech Mayhem. It is available now and is for PSVR. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. Like the video if you did. Subscribe to the channel for any more gaming videos, of which there will almost certainly be loads. And until next time, hear the music.